Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I know I'm a little early. Give me a minute. I'm going to get my H2O. But I'm going to redo my music for your listening pleasure until I get back. I can't believe I am early. I'm usually not early like this, but I am being the early bird this morning. So let me go get my H2O. And I'll be RET. R-A-T, RET. I'm getting back to my regular blues. Yeah. Be right back. R-A-T, RET. Thank you, Betty. R-A-T, RET. Music for your listening pleasure. Okay. I surprised myself coming on here early like this. Y'all got your coffee? I got mine. Whew. Where's that H2O at? Get y'all H2O. H2O. One, two, three, cut. I'm surprised myself. Y'all know I'm usually 5 or 10 minutes late. I'm never 5 or 10 minutes early. I really thought I was going to be late, but I'm glad I'm not. So that's why, I had to play some more music for y'all listening pleasure. So I'm not going to wait around. I'm going to try to be here for my whole hour. It's not a lot, but I'm going to drop my link. It's open to anything. I'm going to start off with this new story. But first, welcome my first 20. Y'all know I like to start when I get my first 20. Good morning, Hayes, Jay. Thank you, Manny, Sharika, the Bushes, Angie, Goddess Alive, Almond Brown. And y'all see the title. But I'm gonna get to the YouTube stuff too, but it's not much. So, but I want to start off about this Kansas City pastor. So, usually I won't put everything in my title, but I want everybody to have an option if they want to hear this or not, because everybody don't like that kind of gossip. But this right here was kind of intriguing, you know what I'm saying? So I have to discuss it. I have to discuss it. Good morning, Spam. So I'm gonna do these stories before I get to the YouTube, of course. Yes, and Alma Brown, you know I was in your service the other Monday morning. Sometimes I catch your service before my service, which I knew I was going to only do prayer service that morning because I had a baby shower that evening. And I usually try to speak to you when I can. Just thought out there, I do be enjoying your service as well. But okay, let's get to it. Now, if this Kansas City pastor that called his congregation broke, busted, and disgusted for not buying him a watch. Now, this is going viral because I've seen several other people talking about it this morning. This is going viral. And now the ladies is like about 12 hours ago. Okay. So this is what turned a lot of people off from the church situations like this. Now, Kansas City pastor is currently going viral for going off on his congregation for not honoring him with a new watch that he has been asking for. First of all, you don't honor no human being. You honor your Father up above. You honor our Maker. Okay. So he's saying they didn't honor him by buying him a watch. The pastor's sermon for the day was on the topic of taking care of God's shepherd. While speaking from the pulpit, the pastor is heard telling members, see, that's how I know you're still poor, broke, busted, and disgusted because of y'all been honoring me. Y'all have been honoring me. I'm not worth your McDonald's money. I'm not worth your Red Lobster money. I'm not worth y'all can't afford it. Know how I ain't worth your Louis Vuitton? I ain't worth your Prada. I ain't worth your Gucci. Oh, he went in about this so-called watch. So on Twitter, somebody wrote, Kansas City pastor rains down insults on his congregation, who he dubbed his cheap sons and daughters over their failure to buy him a watch. Says it's the reason they are poor and disgusted. So in other words, they're poor because they didn't honor him by buying him a watch. In other words, you got to bless him, not the church. Everybody know you get a tithe because you're taking care of your home. Like you pay your bills in your home, the tithe is supposed to go, to pay your bills at the church, to keep the doors open. It's not for you. And the pastors, a lot of them take 10% off the top. A lot of pastors do that. But that's still no reason to turn people away from Christ because not all pastors are like that. Let me see what the recording says so y'all can hear this real quick. Yes,
see, that's how I know you still poor, broke, busted, and disgusted because of how you've been honoring me. I'm not worth your McDonald's money. Come on. I'm not worth your Red Lobster money. I ain't worth your St. John Nick. Y'all can't afford it no how. I ain't worth y'all Louis Vuitton. I ain't worth your Prada. I'm not worth your Gucci. Mother, I'm saying this, and I promise you, Deacon, it's not with respect and want. I'm saying it because I want you to understand just what God is saying. I even found out that Movado, you can buy a Movado watch insane.
Now, God ain't doing that. That's not the spirit of God for him to get a watch. And that's another thing I can't stand when you pastors so God at it. And then you hear the people in the background and amen in it. Amen. That the congregation should buy a watch. Those must be the gullible ones that really believe that you have to honor a human being and buy him some material stuff because he's materialistic. So anyway, it goes on to say it's been a lot of viral pastors that have had the streets talking. We previously reported on Bishop Lamar Whitehead. Yeah, they brought him up too. The pastor who was robbed during his sermon was reportedly accused of stealing from a congregant last year. Now, last year, Pastor Lamar Whitehead, he was accused of stealing from a congregant, meaning congregation, last year. The Brooklyn preacher, Lamar Whitehead, we all knew about him, who was robbed along with his wife, of $1 million worth of jewelry. Doing his Line Street Sunday sermon, reveals his prayer closet, is an updated video by HRTV Instagram. Well, actually, even updating him, because I guess they're trying to show us the crooked pastors, the so-called crooked pastors. Well, let me just say the military, in my words, materialistic pastors, because I think they are materialistic. They're in their flesh. They're not in the spirit when they're preaching, and none of that is of God. But one thing about it is not going to turn me against God, because you get a lot of people would say, that's why I don't go to church. No, that's not why you don't go to church. You know what I'm saying? You don't go to church because you just don't go to church. But that I can understand, though, why it turns a lot of people off when you listen to the bad things, but you need to listen to the good of the church and the churches that's really for real, the churches that's really Holy Spirit filled. You know what I'm saying? So it goes on to tell you more about a lawsuit filed by Pauline Anderson, 56, accused Bishop Lamar Whitehead of convincing her to liquidate her life savings and pay him a $90,000 investment in November 2020. Additionally, he allegedly promised her that he would buy and renovate a home as a gift to Anderson. So they go into telling the story about Bishop Whitehead again, which I'm not going to go there, but I just really wanted to come on here and tell y'all about this new thing that's going viral with this pastor over here in Kansas City, Missouri. Okay, so that's what I really wanted y'all to hear and to talk about, because some of these pastors just do the most. Okay, now let me get to my next story, y'all, before I get to the YouTube, but let me speak some more before I go on. Hey, Blessed Miles in chat, that pastor better not come over here like that last bishop dude. And I'm going to put the YouTube pastor with my for P-Valley. Yeah, okay. Poor disgusted. Yes, what he said. Good morning. I'm doing all this to say good morning to y'all. See why I don't do. See, that's what I'm saying, Spam. That's exactly what people say. That's why I don't go to church. But everybody's not like that, though, for real. So we tend to keep the pastors in mind and the church's mind like that. But there are, like I say, Holy Spirit filled churches. You know, there really is. You know, and when you go to a church, you don't just join a church as a friend or family member. You go there 4, 5, 6 times or more, however many times you need to go to see if the Spirit will let you know if that's what God's placing you. If you know, get what I mean. But and you go there that many times, you got to be touched. You understand what I'm saying? And he must be broke, because why wouldn't he go down to Sam's and buy a bottle of watch? Exactly. So he's broke himself, a whole pastor up there on the pulpit, begging for a watch. Good morning, everybody. He could have went to the flea market and bought him a cheap, nasty piece of watch. Yeah, you got to sit there and you got to find you a good leader. Yeah, there are a lot of good churches around. So don't make that the excuse, though, y'all. If y'all want to know Christ, go ahead and do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? If that's, you know, the way you want to go. Now, I'm going to get to this other story real quick. Hold on one second. Let's get to the next story. Wild card. Can't no human turn me away from God, but some of these pastors can. Yeah, but see, and even when you go to church, though, wild card, you're not going there because the pastor. You're going there to hear the word, and you hopefully they in the spirit giving the word and not in their flesh begging for watches and other materialistic things. You know what I'm saying? Because you've got pastors on here. Oh Lord. All they talk about is houses and cars and what they got and who ain't got nothing and all that. They run away from them kind of pastors, y'all. Y'all run away from them kind of pastors because they always in their flesh. And that's just what it is. You can discern. You pray for discernment. That's what you do. Anyway, a family files lawsuit against Brooklyn Funeral Home for following what they say is a horrible experience, y'all. They call it a nightmare service. Now, this is in New York, Brooklyn, of course. The Brooklyn family says they are perpetually in mourning, not perpetually, y'all, in mourning, not only over the loss of their loved one, but because of the way they had to say goodbye to her. Lisa ROZNER reported Tuesday that They are suing the funeral home because they don't want this to happen to anyone else. Now, when Arona started, a lot of bodies was piled up. A lot of funeral home was backed up with bodies, you know, people passing away from the COVID-19, the shots hadn't started yet, and so forth and so forth. So I don't know what would be the reason for this pastor, but we're going to read on and see if he's going to give us an excuse. With just flowers and a photo of 37-year-old Regina Christophe, it was not the goodbye her family wanted. They hired McManus Funeral Home on Avenue N shortly after her death on June 24th, but asked for a funeral date 2 weeks later so family can fly in for the open casket memorial service. Okay. But on the day of the funeral, her mother, Chantel Jean, said Christopher was so unrecognizable the casket was removed. It was very decomposed. It was a bad stench. Her dress was filthy. They put a whole bunch of makeup all over the white dress. They had a garbage bags around her feet as if to say she was garbage. The family made repeated attempts to see the body before the actual funeral, and they were denied access to the day of. Family attorney Kurt Robertson said. To make matters worse, the family said the funeral director wasn't even on site, only a receptionist. Y'all, that's horrible. When you know, you have insurance and you want to, you know, have a good service for your loved one, the flowers, the nice casket, dressed up, nice hair done. I don't know what would possess somebody to have garbage bags in their feet. First of all, why you seeing the whole body? Because that part of the casket part is closed. Why is her dress dirty? Sound like it was a rush job. Sound like they neglected the body the whole day, and the whole time, the whole 2 or 3 weeks is waiting to have a service, and then at the last minute when they know they had to have a service, just rushed out there, you know, just like she was. And then the stench. When you embalm, don't that take away the stench? So anyway, they moved the casket because they was all traumatized. They was really traumatized by what they seen. The medical examiner told ROZNER that Christopher's body was picked up June 24th and ready for release the next day. But the family said even though at that time they were in contact with the funeral home waited several days to pick up her body. See, they didn't even pick up the body on time. But I wonder why it was a stench to the body, though. Something, I don't know. Anyway, they said they think it was a lot of factors involved. The heat factor, the date from the day of the death to the date that the family came in. And what they saying, maybe the body was there too long. Maybe the body was in a lot of heat to where it was decomposing. But like I said, I thought when you do the embalming situation, that take away the stench, because don't you drain all the blood and move all lot of stuff out of it so it won't be a stench? See, I don't know for sure what the protocol is. I don't know what they do to the bodies. But I don't know. I think I would be upset too. So no, she was embalmed. She was refrigerated, kept in what's called a cold room. But evidently she wasn't if it was a stench. Anyway, the Christopher family said they never received any apology, you know, and they still heartbroken behind it. And I don't blame them. So those were the 2 stories I wanted to come on and talk about. Let me speak, y'all. See now, spam. I'm going to be a preacher like some of the preachers that we have. Well, you know, some of these preachers is a hustle. Because I think it was a hustle for this whitehead guy to tell him, what is his name? Pastor Lamar. I really do. That's right, Alan Brown. Just a sad situation. I swear, that made it just worse. Nowadays, a whole show's choreography with the casket and all. I know. And I tell my family when I go, no, don't waste all that money. No. Cremate me. You know, have a memorial. It's the same as the funeral. Only difference is you just don't have the body sitting out there. And y'all remember back in the day, black people just wouldn't do a cremation. They say burn up. Oh no, especially old folks, because still some old folks around that's very old fashioned like that. I'm saying that because one of my husband's relatives passed, and the older people that were 60 and up, some of them lived to their 80s, 90s. They don't understand cremation still. They want to see a body. So it was compromised. They had the service. At the service, the funeral people immediately moved the body and took it to go be cremated. So you can do it like that too. You can rent a casket. You got to buy it and have a service, and then let the body go on to be cremated. But black people just didn't do that. And I remember did not understand it either back in the day. I always said, oh, these white people be having cremation. You know, now cremation is it's got kind of expensive because they say back then cremation was kind of cheap, what, 800? I hear they from 3,000 above. I don't know. But I want to be ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Good morning, ODS. Good morning for everybody that came. Even when they saw the title, y'all see it wasn't going to be no rah-rah. So I had to specify that. But however, I'm going to mention just a little bit. And I'm going to get to it right now. Okay. And whoever in here can watch the replay if they're interested in some of this, you know, kind of church stuff. But I had to talk about that because it's viral. And then the funeral situation. That's a double whammy, a double heartbreak. You already got to look at your loved one. And the lady was young, 37 years old. You already got to look at the young lady in the casket. Then you got to look at it like that. Wow, that's like a double death, meaning it looked like a train hit and killed her all over again. And they got to look at that. Wow, funeral nowadays. Oh, yeah, okay, I read that one. Let me go up. I would be ready to fight all these people. Well, they're doing it the legal way. And I do believe they'll win. And if I'm not mistaken, and I don't think the race matter, but nowadays people be trying to go to black funeral homes. Well, you know, the melanated people, because they know how to do their makeup and their hair better. But back then, it was Caucasians mostly owning the funeral homes. So maybe because they say the makeup was all, everything was just wrong. Everything was just wrong. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. We're wrong in her presentation process, and they should have displayed her like that. Exactly, Voodoo. But they had they wanted to give family time enough to get there. So they say plan it after 2 weeks. They did. But they had time to do what they needed to do for the presentation. And they say whenever they wanted to review it, the body to see if everything all right, they kept getting denied until the day of. So they was being neglectful even then. Yeah, so that's why they said that the Bushes back there was a sin. Yeah, they didn't believe in that. Good morning, Paulette. You come up too if you want to when I drop my link. Because like I say, wasn't a hell of a lot going on. We want to call a little bit of Tracy. Well, people getting down on Tracy about her not, you know, clapping back at Cookie. But if she don't want to, she don't have to. Good morning, exclusively me, Miss Gerald, Pretty Chocolate. Who else I need to speak to before I go on? Okay. So yesterday, y'all, I did my commentary and I was talking about, I hope I can find that timestamp. I was talking about Billy Boy's cleanup the other day. And I was talking about it because when Shelley spoke, she said something about also that TSCC had to send pictures of their private parts. So I came on and said, no, that's something Nicole Tyler made up years ago. And you were over there at TSCC trying to be a whole mentor. Did you send a picture as well? Because you were TSCC, you was trying to be BS mentor. And during that time, you had us all convinced you CEO. I didn't say nothing about her child. I don't talk about kids. Now, I didn't watch her, but I found out that I was supposed to say something about her child. That's not true. Y'all know I don't go there like that. And she did say what I said. And I also said the reason when her and VS broke up is because she has stifled VS for a couple of weeks because she didn't want VS to talk about that horrible experience that she had at that show. And that's when they started feuding. And VS was keeping quiet until Nicole Tyler on Wiley's chat said a little something towards it, and that made VS snap and start talking about the whole show. And hence the breakup. Hence when she started calling me old 90-year-old blessed the whole 9 yards. I hadn't had no problem, didn't know the lady and none of that. So I never personally did anything to her, you know, or vice versa. But I said what I saw. Now, I didn't have time to find that timestamp this morning because she's saying that she didn't say it like that. She said some people. I didn't hear the word some people. But if I'm wrong, I would admit to that I'm wrong. And I wanted to find that timestamp. But like I said, I didn't have time. So if I can find it while I'm talking to y'all, I will. And y'all will see also what I heard. Now, that was a long live. What's that? Like about 2 days ago? And it is what it is. I'm gonna be dropping a link to it in a minute. Who else I need to speak to? Spam, Alma Brown. Hey, Stacey Robinson. Stacey Robinson, girl, you be getting in trouble, huh? Girl, I think you just be misunderstood because I remember I used to misunderstand you a lot. Now, I want to get to that timestamp because I want to play exactly what was said, but I know I ain't gonna be able to get there. But I know I heard what I heard. Hold on, let me see if this is. That's a bit too long. I can't find it. But if I do roll around, because it was a 9 hour live, and a lot of parts of it I did miss. So, and then I'm gonna watch it again too, because there's gonna be some parts I probably want to come back and talk about because it's still fresh. It's just 2 days old. I'll find that and I'll do a clip of that being said, because I know I heard what I heard for like 6 yeah, I know what I heard. So I heard that I'm supposed to say something about a child. I never did nothing like that. W was the one brought up something about a child the other day. I don't talk about children. Y'all know that. Anybody that watch me know I don't go there like that. But because now Jada Hunter get upset about me saying what I heard her say, that the lady came because she wanted to meet her Kiki Fo's vagina. I said, no, that wasn't it. The woman was curious about who took pictures of her child. You saying you like a child, even though the lady had 5 names that was flirting with her. Chris Crawford, Samantha, Graciano, Kiki. What? About 3 more, 5 names for sure. And somebody did bring that to my attention, which y'all already knew. Skillet, if you in here, girl, and don't take it as shade, but it's the truth. She was like Skillet number 2, 5 names. And then she had always had some kind of mental issue going on, just like she changed names. She used to be on that QB panel changing wigs. You know, whether it was an hour show or not. So if it was an hour show, she changed wig every 17 minutes, you know, something like that. Now, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know I speak it the truth. You know what I'm saying? But I might go back and watch Shelly for myself. But that's what I heard. That somebody told me. Now, y'all know people send us stuff all the time. Good morning, PP. We are always getting stuff. Always. And, you know, so, and sometimes I'll speak on it. Sometimes I won't. And if I do speak over it, I don't divulge who told me or whatever. Who is this catching the fish? Wait a minute. Somebody just sent me a picture. Oh, wow. I want to go fishing. Wow. I'll say, oh my God. It's hot too. If I go, I got to go in the morning. Yeah, I'm going to go get it. I likes to go fishing. But can we talk about their mothers instead of kids? Exactly, Spam. I don't talk about children. I don't do that. So that's what was said. I said, okay, I don't do that like that. I never did. Please hit the like button as tip the host if you're able to. Thank you. And I was looking for something yesterday. Somebody said they sent me. I saw it, but it must have been an older date because it didn't really come through, which is not a big deal. But I was just wondering about that. And I'm looking again. Let's see something. Because I don't want nobody to say I didn't acknowledge. Nope. Okay. Now, because I don't, you know, I say, you know, hit the cash up, but you can't. But thank you to the person that sent me that yesterday. Oh, and thank you everybody for the new subbies. You know, it's so weird. And when I was working on my 1,000, it was the same thing. It took me forever to get out the 800s. Then I'll get to 897 and go back to 894. 2 or 3 unsub, 4 or 5 come back. Well, it's been like this, you know, even right now. So like when I got to my 4,000, then I went down to what was that? 397. At one point I got down to 3,087, and then it came back to 3,092. Now it's back to 4,000, now above 4,000. I guess when people hear about you, they want to subscribe just to see who you are, so they don't want to miss a show. So once the show is over with, then they determine if they want to stay subbed or not. So I'm expecting for 3 or 4 to leave, then 5 or 6 to come back. It's just weird. So if you all this new and you're trying to get your 1,000, that's just the way it goes on here. Don't worry about it. And it took me 4 months to get my 1,000. It really did. So I'm just saying that because I saw that this morning. I said, wow, okay, you leave. So maybe 3 gonna leave and 5 gonna come back. But anyway, and also let me say this. So I did run across Miss Holla, Mother Holla, or whatever y'all might want to call the lady, the young lady. Somebody put that rumor out on TikTok and or Facebook that she was deceased, and I didn't want to believe it because I've been watching her basically every day. So they cleared it up. The lady sounded strong, the same way she always has sounded. And who knows how long she gonna live? Because the doctor can say one thing, she can be here to 100. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want to throw that out there too as well. And I'm going to drop my link if anybody want to discuss any of the YouTube stuff now. I don't have a hell of a lot, like I said, and that's why, you know, I had these stories. Now, one of the stories I was trying to do yesterday, and that's the one with the people was the lady is suing for the horrible funeral service that she had, you know, with their loved one. You know what I'm saying? But so much went on, I never got around to it. I went there with the W stuff already. I'm not trying to go there like that, and I'm not in no beef. I ain't trying to say nothing because I'm not going back and forth with nobody for no click view and no coin because I'm not dependent on it. And I know, you know, when people have feud with somebody, blessed name got to be brought up over there, Jay Wilson. Y'all know who I'm talking about. And I'm not just, I ain't got time for all that right there. Tell you about it. You know, it's about time for me to take a break. I started taking a break this morning because I said I don't even feel like all that. Then I got to know I want to do these stories real quick. I want to talk about something different this morning. And I started to have both channels. I said no, because when I actually start over there for real, I don't want to all rah over there. And I still haven't thought of a name yet because when I did Blessed too, it's just something quick just to start a channel. That name is not going to stay there for real. It's just not. Okay, let me get back in the chat. The babies ain't at fault because, yeah, you know, I don't talk about no babies over here. Rose Bennett, I've been watching your stuff over there. You're doing a good job, girl. Stay with the course. Rose been over there reinventing herself. She says she's trying hard this time. I believe it. I believe it. But I did say that Kiki was a skillet number 2. She had a lot of names just like you. Now, the last time we saw her, that I saw her, she was on my panel and she was crying and she was need somebody to send back $50 that she had sent somebody. And she's going through a lot. You know, and the husband had a child, you know, she's going through some ups and downs or whatever. So wherever she is these days, I hope she's taking care of herself. I hope she's fine. Because I don't, you know, I might come over here and joke sometime about stuff, but I'm not really trying to drag nobody. And where's Rhonda at? Where's Rhonda? Now, Faith ain't here today. Faith has some appointments. I already found that out from her yesterday. So it is what it is. I'm going to start dropping my link, though, if somebody want to come up. So anybody got any news? They can more than welcome to come tell me. Only person I know be doing the news. Paulette, what's going on? Do you know the whole beef between, which Tracy don't want to clap back. I think that maybe her and Cookie going to end up making up. If they do, that's a good thing. But I didn't watch it this morning. I don't know what's going on, but I heard, and I don't know if it's true. I need to go watch it myself. They say she's been over there basically talking about the whole commentary being nothing but the beef sector the last 2 days or something like that. It is. Oh, well, who I'm talking about just now when they said I talked about somebody's kid, I was talking about Shirley. You was here yesterday and you heard what I said. And then I'm just really talking about a little bit of what went on, Stacy. You just got here, girl. Huh? And then I was talking about Kiki. You remember the lady Kiki? They had about 5 different names and used to hang over there with QB. Was you here back then? Oh, that's true, Rose. I don't know what Joanna is. Y'all, where Joanna at? She used to be over there with Miss Pizarro. I haven't saw her over there lately. No, she didn't respond. She said she's not. Maybe, you know, they're going to make up, you know, because everything don't warrant a response, especially if you think it's not a great big deal. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think there's room to talk it out. So if that's it, we respect that too. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it is. And okay, you know, that is how it is. Say something, Paulette.
Hey, Bless.
Hey, baby, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, I wanted to make sure, yeah, you know, because sometimes. Okay, what's up, girlie? I be trying to watch over there, but half the time I don't be knowing half the people.
Where?
Hello?
Watch over where?
I be watching you and Tracy, but then y'all have a lot of people. Yeah, I don't be knowing half the people a lot of times. You know, and I know the misunderstood thing is still going on. But what you and if you don't want to answer me, you don't want to ask you something, you don't have to. But and if you feel like, what is your honest take on that misunderstood situation? Do you think she's really playing in your face, or do you believe all that? If you don't want to say it, because if you're really cool with it, you don't have to.
No, I ain't. I'm an observer just like everybody else. And
Hmm.
she's a liar and other things, and she say she's on drugs. What can you expect?
Well, that's true, because somebody had pointed out to me that if somebody on meth with 25 years and their teeth ain't gone, then I said, well, why would somebody lie about wanting to be on meth? But that is so true, because you see people around here, with tooth hanging by a thread, just a long little piece of rotten hanging down, and they probably only been on it maybe 6 months to a year. They eat your teeth. So someone brought out to me her hair and the teeth. So they think that that's the show. If anything, she on some kind of downers, because like alcohol and downers, like the pills and all like that kind of stuff, they can function. Because I've seen a lot of functioning alcoholics, like the Betty Ford alcoholic kind of situation. Have a drink, take your pills, get normal, going on work, run your life. So I didn't think about that at first when that was said. I said, that's right, 25 years and your teeth ain't gone? Yeah. But I just wanted to know your take on that's my take on it as well. Good morning, the unfiltered Muffy.
Well, for me, I think meth is like any other drugs. Some people can function on it. Some people take care of their health on it. A lot of people don't take care of their health and their teeth and stuff. They're gonna have effects of it, and that's including alcohol.
Well, I never seen nobody that's a speedster be functioning when they doing all that speeding, like they speed like when they on the crack. Eyes be budging out their head, all the money going in one day. I never really seen a speedster or crackhead or whatever function like I see these pill people
It's
walking around.
functioning crackheads. I know people that smoke crack and have been doing it for 30 or more years that work,
Mm-hmm.
that's function. They ain't lost their house, they ain't lost their car. When they go, they smoke crack, but they go to work. I've seen people. Everybody that's on crack don't walk the street and suck D, for it.
Do they
It's
smoke it every day, or
everybody.
they just really?
Everybody ain't the same. I know functioning crackheads.
Oh, okay. I just personally
I
have
know
seen it.
functioning crackheads that's got wives, kids in college, kids graduated college, good grandparents, but they have it. They like to smoke crack.
Okay, well, I promise you, I just haven't seen nobody speeding like that and go to work to tell. And I'm not trying to be funny. And peace, love. Good morning. Meth is
But see,
not
you
like any
see
other
the ones
drug.
that's walking around in the neighborhoods that's on it real bad.
Uh,
That's walking around and doing bad things for it. But it's people that actually go to work that actually on dope, and it's not just crack. It's meth. It's alcoholics that work every day. They get drunk every day, but they go to work. It's you can
well,
do it.
I've seen functioning alcoholics. Just like Betty Ford was a functioning. I've seen that, but I'm telling you, I never saw nobody that be speeding like that, whether it's meth or crack. I never saw them smoking it every day and without all that speed and actually sitting in a job and keep still. And so let me finish reading this. Immediately shows on your face after multiple use. That's what I thought too. Peace, love. But then she probably know people that function.
I
So,
know people that are
you
functioning crackheads, and I know people that snort coke every day. They go to work. They got college educations. They like to snort coke. It's people
okay,
that
Alma
do that.
Brown. Yeah. She said the same thing too. Miss Paulette is right. I've seen plenty of functional addicts. Everyone isn't down and out. Okay,
No,
so maybe I
everybody
just see
ain't
the
down
ones.
and out. It's the people
Yeah,
that you
so
see walking around in your neighborhood or in the bad areas of your town. Now, them
yeah, I
people
see them
are
all the
not
time when I
down.
go to any they well, they not over here by me and my neighborhood, but when you go out to the stores and all that kind of stuff, you see the people in the corner hustling money, what they can, they sign and stuff, they ain't got no teeth in their mouth. I knew a people, family, a family member, but she didn't lose her teeth. I told you I took care of one of my nephews. I've known of friends that had somebody in their family, but they wasn't meth heads because black people wasn't using meth. They mostly was crack. Meth was a Caucasian drug along with the acid. Acid and mescaline was a form of speed as well. And those people will be speedy. And so now everybody use meth. But I'm just telling you what I saw. So if that functioning, then
Black people using meth just like white people.
That's what I'm saying. I know they do nowadays. I'm saying. I know. I'm just saying it used to not be. It was mostly a Caucasian thing for real. Just speed. If anybody been around, know what I'm saying. So, but now everybody, I guess meth is the number one thing. I guess I'm assuming because that's what we mostly hear these days. That's what I mostly hear these days. To where back in the late 80s and 90s it was crack.
And then, like, if you look at Misunderstood, she's not a person that's got to go out and work. You know, she don't have to do that. She got money, and if she want to get high, she can call it dealer, and they can bring her shit.
Okay, but she still can smoke every day. You know, there's a lot of people that have a lot of money, and you're right, they ain't got the hustle there. But if they smoke it every day, their teeth still can come out, whether they hustle for it or not. But I'm just asking your true opinion, and I get what you're saying. I'm just saying I haven't experienced that yet. That's all I'm saying. I just haven't experienced it yet. You know,
how many people that you know that's on meth that's got money that can support their habit? Do you know anybody?
No, because I don't know nobody in my family that close friend on meth. I know they're mostly on crack. But no, I don't know them. Yeah.
So you really can't talk on that if you don't know it. If you don't know people that's doing this drug that work or the ones that don't work, you can't really say what a person.
And that's why I was and that's why I was asking for your honest opinion if you wanted to say it now, because I don't know. I don't know.
You know, that's my opinion of it. I think people do a lot of things they're not supposed to do. And it's not just people that you see walking around with a drug problem that's stealing and doing other things to get their high. It's people that got money that's doing every kind of drug and drink you could think of.
Yeah, because they say back in the day, now Peace Love the accent, we talking about crack or coke. Now I thought the coke was cooked up to be crack. Yeah, but
crack and cocaine and meth, they all drugs.
Well, I heard back in the day that coke was for kind of drug. People had money, did the coke, and then when they cooked it up, it didn't do them like it's doing these days. Because back then, when all those chemicals, like it is these days, that's just what I hear. I don't know. I'm just saying. But I was just wondering because, like I say, for real, every meth I pass by, I see or whatever, look like they TV going. And then I guess I get it from TV. I get it from watching. Somebody just said it too. I watched that show too, Intervention. You know, stuff like that.
Well, you know, I think anybody can do anything. Don't nothing nobody do surprise me. Period. You know, there's people that's functioning, doing a lot of things they're not supposed to do, and people don't know you're doing this. It's people on drugs real heavy and don't nobody know. Just like Prince died of fentanyl, right?
Well,
Did he was on something that heavy.
Well, who on there? Who's on fentanyl?
Prince died of fentanyl and Michael Jackson. They was on.
Oh yeah, I know. They doctor did the minister to him, right? Yeah, I know that he was a downer person. He functioned with his music, and I've always and downer people like liquor and stuff. They function, but I was just saying I never saw a speech to function like that. But you say you know people that speed like that function. But I want to say this though. I remember when we first started hearing about fentanyl in the late '80s. People didn't know the strength of it. And they were dropping like flies. You know, it was a substitute for a heroin or something like that. They were dropping like flies like that because they didn't know how to, dilute it or something. Right. So I do remember that fentanyl situation, but that is what Michael Jackson died of, huh? Because he because they said it was the stuff that put you to sleep when you go in the hospital and have a surgery.
Like Whitney Houston, smoked crack. She liked crack.
Oh, you could tell, and it showed on her, not her teeth though, because you know she had money to fix her teeth. Yeah. But it showed on her body. It showed on her body wise. Y'all seen that episode? That concert when her bones were showing. Oh Lord, she looked terrible. He
was on heroin. He shot heroin, but he functioned.
Yeah, but Whitney Houston, I don't know if I want to call Whitney Houston functional because that starts showing on her real bad. Her little bones were sticking up out of her shoulders. And for TV, they was trying to, how you say, Photoshop it or whatever. She got out of hand, and she had money to afford her stuff, so her teeth weren't gonna never go bad anyway,
Right.
because she had money.
But
Yeah,
see, like misunderstood. She got money to keep her teeth up. She ain't got to walk
yeah.
around her snagging mouth. And you can, you got a brand new car cost 40,000.
And we
She ain't
not. And let me say,
around here snag a mouth.
I'm talking in general, not just about misunderstood. I'm just asking, have anybody ever seen a meth head keep their teeth like that all those years? Yeah, that's basically what I'm saying.
Like I said, I can't discuss on that because, like I said, if you got the money to keep your mouth up, it's people they have the money to keep their teeth up. People they on dope. They don't
Yeah,
just
and
have dope 24 hours a day.
And Peace Love saying, like I said, you don't see many black meth heads. That's true. That's what I'm saying. Peace Love. That was mostly Caucasian drugs. Black people like the downer situation. So it's a new thing today, in my opinion. All drugs different, and then I know it's different for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So,
Everybody's
like,
different.
yeah.
And and the black people want to experiment with meth. White people been doing meth forever.
Sick.
And now
Whitney said, crack, yeah, because Whitney didn't have to use the cheap crack. She can get the real cocaine and cook it up herself. So she didn't have all that chemical stuff. She had money. She had money.
People that do crack and stuff like that, like if you are like a crack addict and you got money to be able to afford it, you're not gonna get something that everybody been putting their hands on. You're gonna get your stuff from somebody good.
Yeah, she had the money.
You don't get no cheap grade of crack if you don't want no cheap grade of crack. And you can get a person to cook it for you. You can get it in the powder form and have somebody to cook it for you. You don't have to risk, dying right now because I hit this crack. You can, it's ways to. I done seen the low and the high. You see what I'm saying? People that don't know, they just don't know. But people that do know, that have been around people like that, you know what you know. Because I've worked with people that's on meth on my job that tell me I ain't been sleeping 4 days.
See, and then that's where the mental issue come from. That's where their mind get to speed real fast. Now that's what I'm saying. So how does they function with all this speed? Peace, love. There's no money in the world that can hide the effects of meth after snorting it consistently over 20 years. That's what I was thinking, peace, love, because you kind of the same way with me. But
I'm not,
because they say when they take that first hit, that's it. But I don't want to get just stuck when I was talking in general. And actually, I'm talking about what's going on here. I was just asking because 25 years. And you ain't got no effects of it. I'm thinking she ain't even on it. She wasn't on that for no 25 years. That's the point I'm making. That's what I'm thinking.
I ain't taking up for her because I don't think nobody should be on dope. You know what I'm saying? But I know that if you are an addict on anything, it's hard to stop. I don't care how many rehabs you go to, unless you make your mind up that you're tired of doing this, you're not going to stop. You might stop for a month, but you're going to get back high again. When you ain't got your mind made up, you're not going to do it.
And sister says, I don't believe anything the girl says, nothing. I don't know if that's what I'm saying. I don't believe she's on that stuff that many years. I don't. That's just me though.
I don't know how bad she was on it. She might
because she's the one saying that she's on meth, not us. She said that. And that's why I was asking your honest opinion. Yeah. I don't think she's on that stuff that long, but
I believe that she did meth. I don't know how long she have been doing it. I can go only by what she say. I know she tell lies.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't dare. That's a hell of a lie. I wouldn't say I was a meth addict.
I sure wouldn't either. Trying to put that jacket on me with that crack stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Chewing my face, and then because she do not have to live on super chat. She ain't got she's doing this just to do it.
Yeah.
And that's a hell of a thing to say I'm a meth head.
I think that's the worst. I'd rather come over and say
I done seen people do bad things, on crack. I've seen people do bad things on alcohol. But I don't know, I know of people that do meth, but I don't know them like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I have worked with people that have had a meth problem, and the longest person I know that didn't have no sleep when she came to work told me she had been up for 4 days. And I told her,
Wow.
you're gonna die. I said, because you got to get sleep. Stop smoking that shit.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, Miss Cruiser. Meth addiction is also difficult to hide because the drug will eat away at the user's teeth, and it causes. And they usually have a lot of different sores and stuff in their face too after being on it for so many years. That's what I was saying. And I'm talking overall, y'all, not just about misunderstood. However, I did ask Miss Paulette, how do she really be believing, all that over there? Because that's all. Because some people on here think that she playing in people's face and that Teresa's believing everything she's saying. I don't think Teresa believing everything she's saying. I just think Teresa really like
believe
that.
everything she
Yeah,
says.
I don't believe it.
Last on live with her.
Yeah.
You keep asking her a question until you gonna tell me you lying.
What I'm a Brown. I'm talking to you, and I'm reading it, and I'm answering the chat too. Amber Brown, I'm saying that because Amber Brown, I'm saying that because 25 years, it's been my experience to see people teeth and sores and stuff. That's why I'm saying 25 years, that's a long time. Which she evidently must experience in it, because why somebody gonna lie about what they own?
Yeah, that's not a good lie to tell.
Right. That's why I'm saying that.
Come on here and say, I've been smoking crack for 30 years. You don't hear people doing that. You don't hear people on here saying, I've been shooting heroin for 20 years.
Yeah.
You do not hear that.
You know what, Spam? Wow. What does Spam say? Since meth messes with your skin is fine, man. I don't know, but I got some bad skin under all that makeup she piled on there, y'all. I showed a real picture of it. I'm like a beauty boy. I'm like, she got some terrible skin. And she got skin like a meth head, for real. She do got all the little dark sores and stuff in her face and all down her chest and everything.
When she first came on here, you knew how.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. She still looked like that. Why you think she didn't want to take her makeup? Sean Brady was the one said that when she went to hair and makeup, when they was down there doing their show, she got the next morning the same makeup. And the lady asked her why she didn't wash the makeup off her face. She said, can you just touch it up? And they told her, no, she got to wash her face. She must have wanted nobody to see all them lesions and stuff. Yeah. So you said something, Spam, I didn't even think about. I didn't think about that part right there. Really. Whitney Houston also did weed and pills. She had anxiety for being on stage, being the big celebrity. She was in something that's hard to get used to. Okay. But Whitney Houston was never on.
Like I said, I don't put nothing past nobody, and it's people that's listening right now. And it's probably somebody in this chat that do meth. And it's people that's on pills in this chat. It's people that's got alcohol problems in this chat. People that's shooting heroin. It's people that you in these chats that have severe drug problems.
Well, I know of a few alcoholics over here for sure.
Yeah, it's alcohol. It's weed heads, people that smoke weed constantly. It's people.
Well, I don't consider weed a hard drug. Well, I don't consider weed in that category a hard drug. But yeah, a lot of people smoke trees or whatever. But I understand. But we know if she had her mouth. Do we know if she had her mouth done? I don't know. I'm just saying my experience is seeing stuff.
Well, she got the money to do it. Or she keep a man that's got the money to do it.
Right.
I believe that, I believe she probably go to the dentist and keep her teeth up.
Yeah, peace, love, say, just Google it. Yeah, because I be watching that show. Hey, Money Crystal. I'm going to take her at home testing kids. She watches what people react to on YouTube streets and adopts it as her storyline. I do see people doing that sometimes, sister. Yeah, a lot of people do that. Yeah, a lot of people would do that. They'll hear somebody say something, come back and say the same thing. Like that one lady over there who y'all talk about all the time. They're like a horse. She heard people saying something about it. She got lupus now. All of a sudden, then she got it. But she didn't have it at first. Yeah, people do that.
Quiet lately, I haven't heard anything about her lately. Have you?
No, I don't even really look for her. The last time she was on Pizarro Check coming at me, and I came the next day and did a thing and told her to bag up. Well, it's been, you my peer. Stop trying to come over here and hang with young ladies. Know you in your middle or late 50s, you know what I'm saying? Because these people, these ages is something else. And she look like that, you know. So yeah, no, but I don't really look for her. Matter of fact, I've been watching Bizarre lately. I haven't seen her there. Yeah, I am addicted to my caffeine in the morning, Spam. I got to have my caffeine. That is an addiction. And through the
Yeah,
daytime, if I feel like I need some caffeine, I go get a Pepsi or Coke and say, I'll be needing something strong. Matter of fact, I need a strong one now. This coffee.
yeah.
Now I'm gonna change up a little bit, Miss Paulette, so we won't
Okay.
get stuck on that because it's not all
Yeah,
about
I'm tired of
misunderstood.
that.
Yeah,
I'm
I was
tired
just
of
asking,
that.
yeah, your opinion because I don't want to go there and just make that my commentary like everybody.
Yeah,
And she loved it, and everybody seemed to be talking
yeah.
about that. It was just me asking your opinion. I want to jump back to what I was saying about the Shelly situation. And I don't know if you saw what I'm talking about. I didn't watch a live, but I don't talk about children. And I went by what I heard, and I came on and said what I knew because to me it wasn't accurate. And I had to say, did you show your picture too? Because you was part of TSCC, because you was a mentor over there, but you not saying that. And just like Jay Wilson, he was so happy to come over there on the panel. And I'm not gonna even go deep with him. You know, I just be ignoring all that kind of stuff because I know it's about a click, view, and a coin. So I don't really be
You
trying to
talking
go
about
there.
James panel?
Yeah. I don't
Oh,
be
okay.
trying. No, not Billy. I'm talking about on Billy Boy channel. It's been a few days.
Yeah.
When they was talking about some old stuff, like they can't let that lady live her life like she God or somebody. You know what I'm saying? They didn't like her. They were then they love her now because they can't seem to move on. And then saying some people that was there is quiet. What do you mean quiet? We just ain't worried about that no more. We moved on. I mean, what is it you want us to say? I mean, I have other commentary to talk about. I don't have to go back 3 years to click through the coin. I have other stuff. If I need to say something like yesterday, I will, because I was just correcting that you were there too. You were a CEO for Maddie. We believed that for a long, long time. And then you was a mentor. So did you send a picture too? That's all I was saying, because I don't know. Nicole Tyler made that lie up years ago. Let me see who's back here. Okay, give me a minute. Let me move this cut. Yeah. So that's all I said, but I don't talk about nobody kids. I heard it was
Yeah,
said
I
that I
haven't
said
heard
something about
you.
a child. I don't talk
I
about
have never
nobody
heard
kids.
you
That's
say
not
anything
true.
about a cow.
That's not true. That is not true at
Yeah, I
all.
don't believe that.
Good morning, Miss Cruiser.
Hey, good morning. I'm gonna make
Thank
this quick because I have exactly 11 minutes. It's
Okay.
11 minutes. But hey, Paulette, how you doing? Hello,
I'm doing
everyone in the
good.
chat. So concerning what S. Hutchinson said yesterday, and now I don't know what she originally said. I have no idea. However, I did hear what she said on the live that's up. I don't know if she did it yesterday or whether it was another day or what day it was, but I heard it sometime last night. And
Mm-hmm.
she said, well, some of the people, something to the effect that some of the people sent it. And she said, like Vonnie Vine. Now, I don't normally come up here or around here on YouTube and windmill for Vonnie Vine. But this time I decided to. As one of the other things S. Hutchinson said was she was talking about her son and different ones who were speaking on her son and whatever the incident was that happened. I don't know. I ain't never read it. I ain't never seen it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But one of the things that she said was that, people read it and get things wrong and come back and say it wrong. And she didn't much appreciate that. And I can understand that. I wouldn't either. But just like she didn't appreciate somebody saying something that they didn't know about, they wasn't sure about, they were speculating on, perhaps she should not do the same thing also. There was no face shown in whatever was shown concerning Vonnie Vine. No face, no video. I mean, it was a video and a picture, and there was no face. It was said that that was the picture or the video that was sent was Vonnie. Vonnie have almost always maintained that that was not her. That she's always maintained that. So unless someone have proof that it was her, there's someone who asking for people not to make up stuff on them, perhaps they should take their own advice and extend the same respect that unless she have solid receipts showing that it was indeed her, she shouldn't spread that. And it's a lot of times I've heard S. Hutchinson say, well, I don't like to, be getting this stuff and doing this. But then she say that about herself. She don't want these things done to herself, but I see her often doing it to others. So I did want to say that Vonnie has always maintained that picture was not her, or the video was not her. And here's the thing that gets me. People will repeat something You know, like somebody will say it, whether they're kidding, playing, joking, gesturing, or just wanting to lie on the person because they're mad at them. And another person to get that same lie. That's why I've said many times, if it's not true, I'm not repeating it. I don't care who I'm mad at, who I like, who I dislike, because it's not a fair thing to do. One person get it and they say it for whatever reason is not true. Whether it's joking, gesturing, or they just don't like the person, or they just into the person, they want to lie on them. Then the next person get it, next person get it, next person get it. And then then people start repeating it like it's the truth because it's been said so long that now the new people think it's true. For example, Jay Wilson sucking peen behind the pulpit. That was said so much that people act like it was actually something that really happened. He took the big piece of chicken. People say that stuff like, it's ridiculous. So I just wanted to say that. And the two examples, and the other example she gave was Miss Mullins. Miss Mullins came and said, hey, y'all, my name is Miss Mullins, and guess what? I caught Larry. She brought those pictures. She wouldn't ask for them. She didn't. She wasn't required that she gave them. She brought them so that she can be involved with that stuff. That's what happened. She brought them, and she admit that herself. She will say herself that nobody asked me for them. I brought it myself. So that I just wanted to say that, and again, I don't normally come down here and be arguing with nobody. And if somebody who say my name, who I don't never mention you, talk about you, and don't want to, I'm still not, so you can give it up. Leave me alone. But yeah, I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, let me comment on some of that. First of all, I don't know why all of that came up. Don't make no sense. And some people, new people don't even know what we're talking about, but they know these days who Larry Nelson is. He's somebody that hound and just harassed and did all kind of stuff.
Well, on that, and I'm sorry for talking over you. I just mentioned that with her. I don't talk about him, don't care about him, don't care to mention him, and don't care to engage with him, because as soon as you say his name, here he come, want to put your name in the video and holler out some stuff. Ain't nobody talking, as far as I'm concerned, I ain't talking to nor about him. I do not care about that man.
And I'm not going to go back and forth with him. I'm just giving people a little history. He put up a video which was a lie. It wasn't Bonnie, and he tried to run with that, but don't nobody even try to run with that no more. And I don't understand why all that was necessary. But I do want to say I don't talk about nobody's child, and I only was responding to what I heard the other day on the cleanup, and that's what I was doing. But yeah, I'm not gonna go back and forth with him either. I think he's perverted because of the things he says and the things that he does, and who would put up something like that? It just was ridiculous, but I'm glad Bonnie is gone and she's doing good. So yeah, we all know that was a lie, just like, so they still running with the lie, like I said, about us sending pictures, like that lady was a total pervert or freak or something. And that's why I said, did you send a picture too? Because you was a mentor. So that's what I was doing. But that's all, just responding. And I'm glad you came up and cleared that up. Because like you said, new people would be believing that. People take that stuff and run with it. And then when people know it's not true, they get mad at you. So they ain't got nothing else to say. So then they're going to repeat those lies. Then as new people come, they don't know you. They believing that this happened when it really didn't happen. So you just got to have strong skin and ignore all that foolishness.
And in all fairness, it's across the board. It's across the board, regardless who you like, who you don't like. Everybody do it. It's something that everybody around the sick to do. And it's something that I have always not liked. It's like, I don't care how much I don't care for you. If it's not true, because I don't want it done to me. So if it's not true, I'm not going to, or if it's something somebody say to me and I ain't seen it and I don't know it to be true for sure, I'm not repeating that crap. Because again, other people, you say something that other people believe it as fact, and it's not even fact. And that's not just for Bonnie Vaughn, or not for sending naked pictures to get in the group. That's for everything. That's for things that people said about Jay Wilson, things that people said about you, Bless, regardless of who it is. It's not right. For people to do that. But anyway, I got 5 more minutes, so let me go get ready for my meeting.
And that's why, let me respond a little bit. That's why I don't, really go in back and forth with Jay Wilson, because I know that he know what's true but what's not true. But like he says, it's for his click, viewing the corn, when he had somebody up there talking about, I was sending somebody money because I feel sorry for their kids, but he know that person didn't have no small kids. So I know he knew that wasn't true either. But like I said, he going along with it to do his commentary. I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
but
you
when
got
I say
people.
Jay Wilson, I'm saying the things that have not only that he said, but things that has been said about
I'm
him
talking
too.
overall.
Yeah,
I'm
things
talking
because
overall in general. Yeah.
yeah,
Go ahead.
James, because sometimes, like I said, people, I'll just give it. I was just using that as an example, but now I got 3 minutes,
I
so I better.
I get it. Get it. I'm talking overall in general too. People will pick up on stuff, and if they mad about some reason, because you know what, there be stuff on here. Somebody can be mad at somebody else, and I be doing too. Cause blessed with that too, and blessed. Well, what the hell I got to do with it? You know what I'm saying? Come on now. When I'm dragging somebody in there, somebody got something to do with it. I don't, got to bring everybody into it. And I don't need nobody to help me come on here and drag or cuss nobody out. That was another lie. I never know. And ain't nobody gonna really just cuss me out and not like gonna say nothing back. Come on now. But like I say, people, if they don't like you or whatever the case may be, or they're mad at the moment, they're going to say and do anything else, and that's just the way it is. And then let me backstroke on something else you just said. You say you're not really taking up a money. If you was, that's fine too. That's, you know what I'm saying? You just want to clear the air that wasn't true. Yeah, that just wasn't true.
That wasn't funny. I don't
Thanks
believe
for
that was
coming up,
funny.
Miss Cruiser.
But I miss her
Yeah,
show.
I know. I miss him too. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? But she had a whole person chasing, harassing her. And a lot of people don't know who Larry Nelson is, but he a trip. He really is a trip. Him and Jay Wilson used to go back and forth with that song, Caught on My Roll. I always thought that he had a crush on Jay Wilson, tell the truth about it. Because he always just did commentary. Every time Jay Wilson, Jay Wilson, Jay Wilson.
Yep, it wasn't looking. I'm surprised.
Yeah,
He hasn't been on Jay Wilson lately because I seen every once in a while he make a video, but I just don't even watch him.
Well, he made one the other day talking about Jay Wilson was coming in at me, talking about my arms were flabby and something about my neck. I said, no, he heard something wrong because I said that about somebody else, so he don't know what the hell he be talking about. But I ain't going back and forth with him. I'm just like Miss Cruz. I will not be responding to him. I will not be responding to nobody that think I'm going to go back and forth with them. I'm just not going to do it. So they got to talk to themselves. Simple as that. Yeah. I got to go to a meeting. Okay. Miss Cruz, thanks for coming up.
Have a good day,
Good
Miss
morning,
Cruz.
Nubology. I'm always just for time.
You had a good show the other night. I'm gonna watch the rest of it.
Who you talking to me? Miss Cruz.
Nubiology.
To who? Oh, Nubiology. Oh, she always got good shows. Yeah, she always do. And I need to drop in the bushes sometime. Out the bushes sometime. Miss Nubiology, I will one day. I just like laying down, getting in the bushes, like I'm gonna do here in a few minutes before I leave. Stacey Robinson, I'm always open to suggestions for topics that people want to hear about. Exactly, and I am too. Everybody know that. But those topics I did today, they were trending, so I found them on my own. But I always tell people whatever they want to talk about, I will. Hey, Shanice, I'm here for the show. I think because I don't want to just all the time to just everything I talk about just mess. Because I'm not worried about click unicorn. I don't want to have to just come on here and talk about mess in order for somebody to watch me. And I don't care if the number's low because I'm not doing all of that. That's fine with me. Catch the replay. Go watch the Rah first and come back then and watch me on the replay. And that's just the way it is.
Well,
so anyway, what else?
How come you don't be on your other channel?
I am going to start going on there. And I wanted to do both channels today, but then I thought about it. I'm going to do partial mess too because I'm going to leave that over there totally mess free. I mean, if it'd be some mess, it'd be kind of like a little bit kind of what I did with that guy, that Pastor Lamar, some stuff like that. It's going to be a little bit, but not too deep about what you normally see me on here doing. You know what I'm saying? It's something kind of different. Yeah. Yeah, something different, but not all the way just beeping and roasting and gagging and stuff. So, and I started to do this morning, but I said, no, I wanted to bring up the Shelly stuff again because of things I've heard. And I don't talk about nobody's child. No. And that's just the way it is. But I also wanted to clear that picture thing up and about everybody that was talking about it. Even with Jay Don, yesterday we agreed to disagree. You know what I'm saying? Because all of them was over there before me. They knew VS before me. So did y'all see the picture? I wasn't around with no mock fern or none of that. And so, I mean, that's the part I don't understand.
A lot of stuff put out on VS and TSCC that just people was making up too.
Right, exactly. You saw when she left, how everybody got to admit to what they did. She didn't do that for real. I did that. Now they just love her. They cannot let that lady be at peace. That woman been gone, 3 years almost?
And they wanted
now who's upset?
She's off YouTube. They wanted her off.
Yeah, that was shoot. They must want her back though. They're in love. I'm telling you. And then they say you're quiet. What do you mean quiet? Ain't nobody got time. People moving up. People got other
Yeah,
stuff they want to talk about
yeah.
as well. Ain't nobody stuck. Like that's the only thing they got to talk about. Ain't nobody stuck and ain't nobody scared. What grown woman scared of another woman, especially a young one? What grown woman on here? I ain't afraid of no human being, even if it's a man. I have to pick up a weapon for him if
You a
somebody
fight
want to
King
jump.
Kong,
What
man.
woman? Huh?
You a fight King Kong?
Yeah, I had to fight King Kong dirty because I can't whip no man and no gorilla. But I try to say that it's over the one. And then a younger one, now I'm an older lady now, so I'm not going to be fair. I'm
No, you
just, it
can't be
is what
fair,
it is.
honey.
Huh?
I said you can't be fair. You know, I can't be fair. If I get in a fight, I'm gonna get you
I'm not going
way
to be
before
fair.
you get close to me.
Exactly.
You know what
But I'm
I'm saying?
just saying, who ain't nobody stuck like that, you know, but, yeah. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, she's a legend, boy. So that, like, I mean, y'all, all these new people, that's all y'all hear. Wow. So she must have really ran it because, Lord, she cannot rest with her family, whatever it is that she's doing. I
Right.
don't know. But they love her, though. They love
Well,
her.
what else you want to talk
Every
about?
day, somebody bring that woman up. And like, we supposed to be talking about it, too. I'm only talking about it now because I have to answer to what Shelley was saying the other night, like I said,
Oh,
because
okay.
Nicole Tyler did. That's made that up. Keep your purse blessed. What do you mean, Lady D, can keep my purse?
Hey, did you
Keep
see?
your,
They had showed
but good
Nicole
morning.
Tyler did a short video dancing.
When?
It was on Lipstick Alley. I seen it this morning.
I ain't been on that in a few weeks. I'm gonna have to watch Lipstick Alley.
Mm.
They when they start changing up and then waiting long paragraphs and putting extra videos, I guess with different people. I don't know. I kind of got uninterested. Sometimes I would watch over there, but I ain't watched over there in a long time though.
I went
I
over
think
there
I've
and
been,
scrolled through, because I hadn't been over there in a long time either. And I
yeah.
just went through real fast because it was kind of, wasn't nobody really doing nothing on here this morning. So I had time to go over there and look.
Lady Nika, good morning, baby. But I understand you said keep your purse. I keep mine. Man, woman, or child can't get it. Oh,
Oh,
okay. Something going
Nika,
on,
you still off the
huh?
porch, Nika? Or
It
you back
said
on
keep
the
something.
porch?
Oh, I get it now. I get it now. Okay, the Lady Nika saying keep some. Exactly. See how slow I am? I was having a senior moment. How they say I have a senior moment. What is this? I'm free now. I'm this. I'm that. Okay, yeah, you're right. That's why I said I'm not gonna be fair. Yeah, I'm gonna be just like Medea. I'm
Yep.
always grab and have my purse.
I'm gonna keep my purse right here.
Yes, indeed. I got my purse. And if it ain't that serious, I got my spray in the other hand. It just depends on how deep thing is being, how far I gotta go. She said, keep your purse. Oh, okay. All right then. To be ready to catch up, keep your purse. Yeah. Did you do it live? Did Deanna did all my morning people, Miss Pizarro, Deanna, and Lady, y'all did lives already? Sometimes Miss Paulette, I hate this time zone. Because seems like when I get up, everybody be did it live, and then I have to go try to catch all the replays. And if they too long, I got to keep rolling the ball back. I caught a small one, a Peace Love. She was clapping back, and that was it. Very short one. I could watch for 20, 25 minutes. The other one, I have to take my time and do it through the day so I can roll the ball back. So yeah, I call her. She be doing short videos. I've been trying to watch Pretty Chocolate Girl. Y'all been missing Pretty Chocolate Girl. Go watch her too. I don't got a link. We're gonna drop it again. But I think she should have her watch time hours though by now because at first she was doing all those silent things. She got to have the watch time hours. It don't take but a week. And she been doing silent things a couple weeks. The other day when she had all the people on her panel when they was going there, I was in the bushes. Yeah, I was in the bushes, Pretty Chocolate Girl. And people were saying. And Brooke was saying, get your watch time hour. And you was dropping everybody. It looked like everybody was getting their promotion done over there. You trying to get yours going, but that's neither here or there. I was in the bushes. I was thinking, I wanted to tell you, you should have them by now. You should have your watch time hours by now. You should be ready. I know you got your community board. If you here, baby, you got your watch time hours. You all, and I don't know, just the second person asked me this. Where is Joanna? Do anybody know what Joanna is? Because I haven't been seeing her over there on Miss Pizarro's. Sassy too. Have you probably dropped down? I didn't see you drop down, girl. Looking at my gadget. Yeah, well, thanks for coming up. But if you did it by accident, I'll drop the thing again. So do anybody know? Is she okay? Dang, I just blocked it. Dang, I just blocked her accidentally. Y'all would, I don't know. I'm asking somebody now. That's Pretty Chocolate Girl's link right there, y'all. Let me see somebody else link I had mentioned. Y'all. I can't forget. I'll think about it when I get off. I'm gonna be forgetting. But let me reiterate, yeah, that Miss Holland is still alive, y'all. I hope all is well too as well. Yeah, that was Angie asked about Joanna too as well. So nobody saw her. Mr. Zaro, good morning. Where's Joanna? She ain't been on your link. Oh, sure, YouTube break. Okay, everybody need a break sometime. Because you know I'm always in the bullshit. But y'all didn't do no lives this morning, huh? I'll say. I guess nobody really felt like, because I didn't either. And I said, let me do these little talks. I have been on here an hour, 15 minutes. Nobody got nothing else to say. I'm going to get on the good foot, y'all. Get on the good foot. But thank y'all for coming. That's why I put that in there. Bless my internet went out. Okay, but I appreciate you coming up. You didn't answer my question truthfully how you felt. I wasn't trying to make this about misunderstood. I was just asking questions because in my experience, the people I've seen that are met and men peace of love kind of on the same wavelength. She's thinking like me. Them teethuses, and then the faces have all the legions like 5A. I did my live. You did your live? Okay, see, I gotta go catch up with that. Miss Pizarro? Who else be the morning people? I gotta catch the morning people. We was at W's. Oh, you was at W's this morning? Oh, okay. Okay, I gotta watch that too. Is W still what's going on at W's? The event? Oh, you is here? With chocolate, yeah. I was in your live. I was in your bushes, girl, when you had that had that heated situation going on the other day. I think I kind of said something too in the comment section about it. Everybody would want to get promoted, but usually do that at the end of your live. You know, if you feel like you want to post, I'm not trying to tell you how to run it, don't get me wrong. But normally at the end of my live, I'll tell everybody now, if you want to promote your channels, go right ahead. But that's me, you know, because it would be kind of rude while you live and people try to promote themselves while you trying to be busy and do your live. You know, that's all I was saying. Everybody was wanting, you know, to promote themselves. I didn't know nobody though, but Brooke, but she did come on the panel and act straight out, you know, up there. You know what I'm saying? But I was saying, everybody promoting themselves. Let her finish getting her stuff. But you should have your Pretty Chocolate Girl. You should have your watch time hours though. If you didn't have them before that live, you got them now. Y'all, she had it lit over there. That was what, about 3 nights ago? And I know that's not what you're going to be doing, but that's just the way it turned out. So Chinese, what age should a little girl be allowed to babysit her friend, her daughter? She can babysit at 13 if nothing down in the house, or if it's going to be an hour or two, somebody run down the street to the store or something in the house. Just depend, but don't say that though, because the law don't want them to. But I know when I was 13, and then I got 13-year-olds now in the family. They know how to sit with a child in another room, babysit. Oh, she's talking about the big shit. Well, you know what, Miss Pizarro, when I did peek at her, what was that? Yesterday, she's still in her same house. Ain't nothing packed up or anything, so I guess she's trying to keep it. But I will go watch the replay and see what's going on. And how, yeah, it depends on you, right, Shani? It depends on how you train her, too. Yep. Because some girls and the boys are very responsible, depending on how they are taught. They know how to have the phone just in case emergency come up and all that. They'll pay attention to the younger ones, you know, to the ones that's not mature enough. They're going to be playing the videos and all that, not paying attention to kids. So it just depends. You know, like it just depends. I'm here for the show. Okay, I got some lives I got to catch up with then. All right. See, that's what I'm saying. This time zone. Now, sometime I'll wake up through the night and can't get back to sleep. And I can lay down and be in the bushes and watching some stuff. But lately, I ain't been. I got up. I see what time I wake up this morning. More closer to 7. I come on at 8. It just depends on what time I wake up. And then sometime while I'm getting ready, you know, get ready, take a shower, make my coffee and stuff, I have my computer turned up loud, you know, listening, you know, I'll be in the bushes. So it just all depends. You still, thanks, my dear, no, I need, you still need 4,000 watch time hours because you've been doing science now for a while. Oh, really? Yeah, you can just leave it on all night long then with some wind chimes or something like that. I thought that you would have it by now. It's because it's been about a month. You know how you get the watch time hours to get monetized, and at 4,000 watch time hours. Okay, which I ain't here for the show. I appreciate everyone's support. Yeah, 3 kids as young as 9 months. No, 3 kids is quite a bit. With a 9-month-old, 5 and 9. Well, maybe the 9-year-old kind of help out. Then again, it depends. See, like my oldest son was able to hold his younger brothers. And while I'm cooking and cleaning or something, watching him, I never left him alone, but he was old enough to do that if I did at the run to the store or something. I don't know, it just depends. But that's quite a bit. That's 3 kids with a baby. No. Yeah, you're right, Chinese. I wouldn't leave it. Yeah. That's a bit much. I'm thinking him a 2, 3, or 4-year-old, a 13-year-old can sit down and watch his younger brothers and stuff or whatever, fix them a sandwich because they 13 years old. I remember I was frying French fries and all kinds of stuff. But back then we would talk to learn how to cook early. That's walking, ain't you? How come you ain't pick up their accent over there? You still sound kind of Southern. I sound Southern. Maybe because I talked to a lot of Southern people that I did. My husband's very Southern. If y'all want to hear him talk, he's from New Orleans, and he uses words like "Geechee girl," who else? Summer, K Summer, and Kiki. They all got that accent, and he got that accent even at the being on the West Coast for over 50 years. Because he told me he came to the West Coast because I didn't know him then. 18 or 19. Yeah. I have to catch up. I didn't see any yesterday, but missing tail. Yeah, then again, Joanna went up there, but like Nikki just said, she's taking a break. Like I said, I almost took one today because I just realized, and I lately have been taking a break since the 9th. I've been calling it every day. Well, except for Sunday, I think I did a short or something. I went to the baby shower. I said, well, I'm gonna take a break today, but I said, no, I'm gonna get those stories. I was trying yesterday. Actually, y'all, I'm getting ready to leave up out of here in a minute. Tell the truth about it if nobody ain't got nothing to say. Yeah. Chocolate girl, you might, every time I see that name, it reminds me of the Whispers. You know, they got a concert going to be on here August the 20th on my birthday. And it's going to be Evan the Champagne King. It's going to be the Whispers. But the reason why I want to go, because I know they're the real Whispers. And a couple more people with them. It's going to, you know, I wouldn't mind going to see some carnal music. Mostly the last concerts I was going to, believe it or not, was all really gospel. But they went, well, Fantasia, you know, she was doing both, boy. She told her when she sung song, when I said carnal, that wasn't gospel, you can shout off of everything that lady sing off of. I love me some Fantasia. But I'm not interested in going because they're not real. You know, they're not the real people. You know, and I like seeing the real people. Yeah, so I don't know about y'all. I don't want to see them. Maybe it's their kids. Because I heard, so what's that, Levert? Some of their sons or something took over or something, called themselves the Whispers. I tell y'all, but yesterday I was trying to binge watch because I like watching Love and Hip Hop Florida because of Trick Daddy and them. Now, see, they was my party and kind of music stuff, that generation. But those ladies look good to be in their late 40s and 50s and stuff, but I'm quite sure they all had surgeries and stuff. They trying to stay young by doing all that to their body. But I wonder what's going to happen when their body flop. You know what I'm saying? I wonder what's going to happen when some of that stuff, you know, starts sagging. I wonder, do they got to keep them surgeries up? That was happening. So I'm gonna go binge watch the other one though. Atlanta is okay, but I like I said, I like watching people really from my generation. Well, not my all of y'all, but I'm talking about the music, you know, during the Snoop Dogg days and that MC Hammer and DJ Quick them, you know, that now they were my party music kind of situation. However, they was kind of y'all's too, but I'm just saying. Because that be for people that didn't make it, like the way Cardi B got her started there. And some of them, you know, don't get lucky or blessed or whatever and make it in that kind of way. Some of them that missed the boat in their 20s and 30s, you know, they still gonna get doing good, you know, now at this point. But Kaya was the only one turned down that she didn't want to go on there because she said it was $1,500 an episode or a season or whatever, but to her it wasn't enough money. If you Google what she's worth, it said 500,000, but I know she's more worth than that. She didn't want to go mainstream. Don't nobody know how much money that lady got. And she's frugal and she's not to put money away the whole 9 yards. So she's the only one they really couldn't get to go on there. Because I remember her saying they offered her to be on there too as well. But they perceived people that didn't make it or has-beens or whatever. But it's I binge watched that. And I can't wait to the next episode of Big Brother. I'm just telling y'all what I've been trying to watch around here. They've been trying to get into my stories. And the only reason why I was trying to watch P-Valley when I did, because of them doing Lady Nika doing the you know, the commentary on it. I never was a person that watched that show. I never was. I don't know why. I just never got into it. All the stuff I don't get into, but what I like, I guess, I don't know. So anybody got anything else to say? If not, blessed be the name. Let's get ready to get on a good foot here in a minute. I'm not even looking at the chat yet right now because I am doing something real quick because I know it's something I forgot, but I'm trying to get there just in case. All right, yeah. Did I forget something? Let me look over here now. Y'all know I'm not looking because I still got that same comment up. Let me move it. Hold on a minute. I was trying to find something here. Because it was something I'm forgetting, and I'm trying to see. Well, I'm just going to big G little O go. I'm a big G little O go. So y'all hear the music? Y'all know what it is. Got to go catch some replays. Oh, y'all, go on and watch Rose Bennett. She over there rapping and doing stuff like that. She's changing her persona on here. Girl, you don't talk like no slave. And I like the way you talk. I think, so what that mean? If you got a southern accent, it sounds like a slave? Wow. And why would somebody even want to joke about a slave, considering everything the slaves went through? That ain't no read. Come on now. That's making it fun of the slaves from back in the day or something? What us black folks ancestors had to go through? That ain't no drag for us, I'm concerned, but to each his own. Oh, what you crap? Which one? The love and hip hop people them? I don't know. Is that what you're talking about? It's not for everyone. Everybody passed by went down to the valley every weekend. Okay. Yeah. Well, at least I got some stuff to be watching. Well, I'm going to make my breakfast, BREAKFAST. Y'all forgot to hit that like. Go right ahead and hit that like. Thank you again, Paula, for coming up. Thank you, Miss Cruiser. And like I said, I don't talk about children, so I don't know what that was about. And everybody was over there before me. Everybody. Even Jay Wilson came on the panel. He was happy. Everything was cool with that $50. I never did get my book though, but I didn't want it. I said donate it to somebody else. Because first I sent 10, then I sent 20 if you want to do some history. But I'm not, then again, I'm gonna let you say I'm not mad though. I'm not feuding. And I'm not going back and forth with nobody because that's what they want me to do. I just don't got time for that. Have a great day, everybody. I probably end up doing some kind of little short. I made a big old meatloaf yesterday. I'm gonna go and eat that for breakfast with some mashed potatoes. I gotta eat some vegetables, y'all. Again, thank you, subbies. I know 2 or 3 y'all gonna leave, and then tomorrow 4 or 5 coming back. But thank you for taking up time to watch. Okay.